Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I've got what I've been warming Wednesday, and all I've warmed this week, with one exception, is Bring Back My Bar stuff for January. So these are going to be a whole stack of warm reviews. I got through most of the Bring Back My Bar bars. There are a few I haven't got to yet, but they will be in next week's Bring Back My Bar. I'm working my way through them all to get you guys warm reviews so you can decide what you might want to put in your club or stock up on or try out. So we'll go room by room, open layout first. The first thing I did was banana nut bread, and I was feeling like bakery. Banana nut bread was not my favorite on cold. And the notes on this one are like banana nut bread just out of the oven with like bananas, nuts, and spices. And on cold, I get two things. I get a lightly spiced, nice banana bread, like nicely spiced loaf. And then I get like fake artificial candy banana. And for me, they don't go together. So I was hoping on warm that they might blend more. And they did. The first few hours were very much what you smell in here is what you got. And it wasn't my favorite, but it was fine. But after like, I want to say 3 or 4 hours, this really melded together into like a really pretty banana bread scent. It smelled like banana bread. The breadiness and the spices, and I wouldn't say they're spicy spices. They're just like, I guess like the things that add warmth to a banana loaf. Those came out more, and it just created more of like an actual genuine banana nut bread scent. And we liked it. I would buy this again. I can't decide if it's club worthy for me, but I understand why people enjoy this so much. I do understand. Longevity wise, it wasn't a long performer. It was a one-dayer, if that, like 18 hours. 18 hours, no more than that. But yeah, it was nice. Not long lasting, but I understand the appeal. So that was banana nut bread. Next up, I did Huckleberry and Clementine. I'll put the notes for all of these below. Huckleberry Clementine on cold, I get the same berry type note that's in Vanilla Blackberry, the July or August scent of the month from last year. It's a very tart berry scent. And I don't know if it's huckleberry. I get more like blackberry or currant maybe. But it's like a deep, you can tell it's a dark berry as opposed to a red berry. Very tart. And you do get some of that clementine as well. It's not the same like bitter orange that we have in some scents. It's not the same as oodles of orange. It's like a sweet orange. Very like bright orange. On cold in here, it's fairly strong. My little kitten is playing with the cord at my feet here. We, over New Year's, got a new kitten. We had lost our kitty Leonard last month. It was actually really sad. He was very old, but very much a loved part of our family. And then just before New Year's Eve, we brought Piper home. Piper, come here. Come here, sweet girl. Oh. So here is Piper. She is a little black and white girl, and she is, I think, 3 months old or so. She is a lot of fun. She's very snuggly, has a loud purr. She's a sweetheart. So anyways, so this scent on warm, it was still medium strong in the open layout with the 6 cubes. She's like trying to climb my leg here. It was still medium strong even with the 6 cubes, or just with 6 cubes in the open layout. And it was not long lasting, but it was like an average duration. So on the strong side, strength wise, and about an average duration, like 24-hour, 1 day kind of scent. Maybe we got like more like a day and a half out of it. It was not bad. Nothing to complain about with performance here. Sorry, Piper was scratching at the couch and needed to be redirected. So yes. I like this scent. I would say if you like Lemon Thyme Berry from last Bring Back My Bar, you'd probably like this. If you liked Vanilla Blackberry, the August scent of the month last year, you would probably like this. This kind of reminds me of Vanilla Blackberry without that cedar note. So I like it. Is it club worthy for me? Probably not, but I do really like it. I'll probably grab another bar or two. It is a nice one, and if you want a stronger one, this is one of the stronger ones in my opinion. Huckleberry Clementine. Then it was New Year's Eve, and so, as is tradition, I did Bayberry, And since Scentsy doesn't currently have a bayberry scent, I did a Serendipity Soy Melt Bayberry bar. So I did 2 cubes in 3 warmers of this one. And this one on cold is kind of like a tart bayberry scent. There's not a whole lot else going on. It's a tart bayberry scent. It's fine. But it was so not strong. It was, I couldn't smell it at any point in my open layout. So Serendipity Soy Wax Melts are better suited to small spaces in my experience. But this one, even with a full bar, was not even, you couldn't smell it even standing over the warmers. So this one was kind of a dud for me, unfortunately. Sorry, I had to cut the video again because Miss Piper was eating something she should not have been eating, so kitten life. So then, because I couldn't smell anything with the bayberry bar, I wanted something that I could smell for New Year's Eve. So I threw in pomegranate prosecco. I had 6 cubes left, so I threw them in 3 warmers. And this one is very like pomegranate champagne. It is a good one. It's already sold out on the website, I noticed, at least in Canada. So if you don't want to be without this one, it's too late to stock up, but you can still add it to club. So there's that one. It's not a club scent for me, but I would have grabbed another bar or so if I had had a chance. On cold, it's on the strong side. It's like a slightly effervescent, tart but sweet pomegranate. There's like roseberry, and there's kind of a berryness to it as well. It's like pomegranate champagne. It's good. Strength-wise, it's medium, maybe just a hair under medium, but like hovering around medium. And duration, about average. So performance-wise, it's a standard average performer. I think we did this one, I think I changed it out midday on New Year's Day. So it was like a 1-dayer. So there's pomegranate prosecco. Enjoyed this one. I wouldn't be sad to see that come back next year. Next up in the open layout, I did salted caramel cupcake. This one's so good on cold, oh my gosh. It's like straight up caramel with like, I get yellow cake, and I think there it might say chocolate cupcake, but I think I get like more like a yellow cake. Or maybe like a yellow cake marbled with chocolate. It smells amazing. On warm, this one kind of reminded me of sweet cinnamon or pumpkin cinnamon swirl. It reminded me of pumpkin cinnamon swirl in that it had that same kind of creaminess to it that pumpkin cinnamon swirl has. So there's kind of like a creaminess when this is warming. The caramel note is different from all the other caramel notes I've smelled from Scentsy in this. I love this. It was about a medium strength for the first couple hours, and then I cooked dinner. And I made like a very fragrant, delicious like Indian dish with a lot of spices and herbs and stuff in it. And that completely overtook the wax, and then I couldn't smell the wax ever again. So unfortunately, it wasn't a long laster for me. It was completely overshadowed within a few hours. That might be my fault for cooking, but I had to cook, we need to eat, right? So there was that one. So that was 6 cubes in my open layout. I do want to get some more of this because I would like to try it again when I'm not cooking fancy things. Yeah, because it smells really good on cold, and it was really nice on warm as well. It just died after like 2 or 3 hours for me, but I think that might have been my own doing by refragrancing my house with my cooking. So there is that one. Yeah, jury's out on this one. I will need to try it again, but if you like bakery scents, pick this one up. It's really good. And last in the open layout, I've got Ambrosia. It's still going right now as I'm filming this. It needs to be changed, but I'm doing the battle of the blueberries right now. So I'm trying to keep my wax out here neutral so that I don't go nose blind, so that I can smell the differences between those 3 very similar bars. So I did Ambrosia yesterday in the open layout here, 6 cubes. And this one it's like fruit salad. It's so bright and sweet. I get like pineapple, grape, maybe some kind of berry. I get orange. It's like all the fruits in one. It's so good. I don't get banana or melon. It's so good though. And strong. So this last night was, I would say, a stronger scent, like leaning towards strong. Today I can't smell it so much today. I would say it's light today. It needs to be changed. Yeah, so average performance because it's been a 1-dayer, because it needs to be changed now. but strong. So if you like a nice strong scent, I think this is open layout worthy, and it's very fruity. So if you like those fruit punch type scents, this is one of those. And I really like this one. This one's a contender for club. I really want to try mixing this with like pink haze or with sugar or with some kind of like vanilla bean buttercream even. I want to cream this out a little bit and see what happens. So if you have any ideas for what to mix with this to cream it up, let me know. But there's that one. So yes. Next up in our bedroom, I did coconut cotton, 2 cubes. And coconut cotton is a very non-foody coconut mixed with just like a slight fresh laundry scent. And it's not so much laundry, it's more like clean clothes. Because it doesn't smell like laundry soap. It smells like clean clothes that have been hanging out in the sun and you've brought them in and you stuck your face in them with like some coconut. It is beautiful. I really love this on cold. On warm, it doesn't change. It's the same smell on warm. It's really pretty, like really pretty, and a crazy long laster. How long did we do this one? I think I took it out on like day 3 because I was just like, I need to get to other things. It could have gone a little longer, but it was starting to drop off at that point. But it is a long laster. And I would say at least medium strength, maybe a little more in the bedroom. It was nice. Liked this a lot. Is it club worthy for me? It could be. I can't decide. I'm not a big coconut person. If I was, this would 100% be in my club right now. I love this, but I wouldn't warm it anywhere but my bedroom or a bathroom, just myself personally. So this bar will last me a while, so I might grab another couple bars, but I don't think I'll put it in my club. But it's really beautiful. If you like coconut or if you like those clean, fresh scents, try coconut cotton. Yeah, there is some kind of sweetness to it. It's just, it's pretty. It's a pretty, pretty scent. I think this will be beautiful in the summer or the springtime. It's really nice. Next I did a Huckleberry Sage. Now, 2 cubes in the bedroom. On cold, this one is like perfect. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of hard to describe the same way that the Mandalorian's hard to describe. It is like clean, but not in a soapy way. And not really in a fresh aquatic type way. It's just clean with like some sweetness of berry. And here it does smell more like huckleberry to me, whereas Huckleberry Clementine smelled more like blackberry or currant. The Huckleberry and Huckleberry Sage smells more like huckleberry, which is very similar to like a blueberry or a Saskatoon, somewhere in between the two. So yeah, this one's really nice on cold. On warm, it's also beautiful. I think it's even prettier on warm, but it's very light. So if you're okay with Air of Adventure, which is also very light, I would say try this one. If you like a light, clean, pretty scent, this is one. I understand why it's so popular. I'm wondering if it would get stronger if you kept it in your stash for a few months and then tried it. I do want to play with this one to make it work though, because I do really love the scent. It was I think a day and a half we did with this one. You could still smell it. I didn't want to take it out because I really did enjoy it, but it was so light. You had to stand right near the warmer to smell it, and I wanted to be able to smell it more than I did. But I'm gonna get more of this one. This one's really pretty. If you've smelled the Mandalorian Air of Adventure, it's kind of more sweet and fruity and less green, but they have the similar silvery note to them. I think they both share silver sage as a note, and I think that's what makes them similar, but they're both beautiful. They're both very light, but Huckleberry Sage. Next, I did Maui Mist in our bedroom, 2 cubes. This is like the most summery looking bar, is it not? It's got like the pretty like teal wax and the, or turquoise wax and the pretty cloud. Oh, it's so summery. Okay. This one on cold smells like you're burying your face in the scarf of like someone wearing really pretty perfume. But not as perfumey as that. It's got some vanilla to it in the base to like kind of smooth it and cream it up. But it is like a teeny hint of almost coconut, but not quite coconut. It's got a little bit of fresh air type smell. It kind of reminds me of like an aquatic scent, but I don't smell ocean. It's beachy without being beachy. It's perfumey without being perfumey. It's hard to describe. On warm, this one was very strong in the bedroom. 2 cubes did great. Also a very long laster. This one I took out before I needed to. This one on warm changed a little bit. It was less sweet and creamy on warm, and more of the perfuminess came out, and the perfuminess got a little soapy over time to my nose. So to me, it was like, you know, those, it was very much similar to, you know, those like seashell candies, or not candies, gosh, not candies. Those seashell soaps that like my mom had like in the 90s or early 2000s. They're like little seashell soaps, and you put them all in a little dish and you like decorate your bathroom with them. This smells like those, like very much like those. It's very nostalgic. I think this would be an amazing bathroom scent. So I love it in the bedroom too. It would be fine for an open layout because it's strong enough, I think. But to me, it reminds me of those little bathroom soaps. And I think that's perfect for a bathroom or for even the bedroom. But it feels weird for like, it's a little, I don't know. I like it more on cold than I do on warm. That said, it's a great performer. Long lasting, strong enough to, I would say not strong, but like medium plus, somewhere in there, like between medium and strong. It's good performer. I like the scent a lot. It's unique. I don't even know what category I'd put it in. Probably fresh. Yeah, probably fresh. This one's hard to describe. I still think that if you're looking for a wild card to fill out a 6-pack, I would try Maui Mist as your wild card. I think most people would be okay with it. I can't see most people really strongly disliking this one. But yeah, if you remember those little seashell soaps that I'm talking about, they come in like a variety of colors. They came in like white and purple and like this color and like blue. And if you remember those, let me know, because like those were like a big I remember those so vividly about my childhood. So there's those. Or that's Maui Mist. And last in the bedroom this week, I did Simply Vanilla. I just took it out this morning to start the Battle of the Blueberries. If you don't know, I am doing a death match between Blueberry Rush, Aladdin 3 Wishes, and Berry Bright, because they're all very similar blue raspberry, blueberry type scents. So I am trying each of them in one of the bedrooms right now to see which one is the best performer. So stay tuned. I'll have a video later this week for that. We're only a few hours in so far. So this is Simply Vanilla. So I did 2 cubes in the bedroom. I think this one's just like pure vanilla with like a drop of coconut milk are the notes. And on cold, it's pretty. It's like a pretty, it's not just Simply Vanilla because it's got that like drop of coconut milk to like round it out and make it feel like smoother and like a little bit deeper and just a more well-rounded scent. So this is really pretty. It doesn't smell like vanilla coconut. It smells like vanilla, but more rounded out. So on warm, this one really kind of like blossomed. It's beautiful. It's on the lighter side. I think it would probably get stronger with time because vanilla scents usually do cure well. They usually get stronger as they sit for longer. Yeah, this one is gorgeous and it lasted a while. It needed to come out this morning. And when did I put this in? I want to say it's been at least 2 days. It lasted a while and it was so pretty I didn't want to take it out. So that's Simply Vanilla. I will probably put this in my club because I'm such a bakery vanilla person. Yeah, really love this one. So there's Simply Vanilla. If you like your vanillas, if you like vanilla buttercream, this is less buttery than that. It's less foody. It's more of just like a really pretty vanilla. It kind of reminds me of like a French vanilla, and then it's a bit more robust and rounded out than like a simple vanilla extract. Yeah, beautiful. So then in bathrooms, in each bathroom I did 1 cube of Shimmer, and Shimmer is like a girly scent. It's even better on it than I remember. So it's about a medium strength in the bar. It was about a medium strength in the bathrooms. It's a perfumey sweet scent. It's very much a perfumey scent though, and so pretty. I think this would be great in a bedroom or in a bathroom, or I don't know if it could handle an open layout or not. If you've tried this in an open layout, let us know below, because I'm not sure if it would be okay in an open layout or not, because I just tried it in the bathroom. but it is beautiful. I see the appeal. I almost get like a little bit of orange from there. I feel like there's orange in here. Like musk. There's almost something a little bit creamy on the bottom. But the overall impression is sweet, feminine, perfumey. So really pretty. Love this in the bathroom. I understand why it would be a great body care scent. That is beautiful. So there's Shimmer, and I will probably get more of this. That's a good one. Next in the bathroom, I did Grape Granita. And this is an old bar of Grape Granita. I have a new bar, but I wanted to use up the bar I've already got started. I will say I compared this one to my brand new bar on cold, and on cold, the new bar has less honeysuckle than this bar. So I think over time, the honeysuckle note does cure and develop more. So just be aware of that. This one has quite a bit of like almost a must from the honeysuckle note. It's almost like a dusty floral on top of that grape pop scent. Whereas the new bar smells way more like that grape pop scent. Or soda, I say pop. So there is Grape Granita. This one is super strong, like crazy strong. So this one like wafted out of the bathrooms and like overtook a good portion of the house at one point. So yes, that one lasted a while. That one lasted a good few days because I only did 2 scents in the bathrooms this week, and this was one of them. So Shimmer, I think, did 2 days, maybe 3, and this one did like 3 or 4. So it's strong, it's grapey. There is a honeysuckle note to this, especially on cold. The honeysuckle is not as noticeable on warm. It's more just of a like a purple grape scent with some of that. It becomes less like grape pop on warm and more like just like a deep Concord grape, purple grape, red grape type scent. I like it. I didn't feel like warming it my open layout because I know how I've done that before and I know how strong it is. And I just didn't want my whole open layout smelling like it right now. But it's very much open layout worthy. It's very, very, very strong. If you love the smell of like grape crush, try this. Grape popsicles, try this. You like grape scents in general, try this. If you put this with anything with a little bit of spice, I think it would smell like mulled wine. It's very grapey and kind of wine-like in that way. Yeah, especially with that honeysuckle note coming out. This bar smells more like it could be wine-like than the new bar I have. So yes, that was 1 cube in each warmer, and it took over a good portion of my house. So 4 cubes in your open layout will blow you out of the house. It's strong. I like the scent. I will not get more because I don't reach for this kind of scent very often. So while it's a great performer and long lasting, I just don't often want my whole house to smell like grapes, even though it's a good scent. So, and you don't need much, so it'll last me a long time with what I've got, because I've got 2 more cubes here and I've got a full bar. I'm all set for Grape Granita, but there is Grape Granita. Next, in my office at home here, I've been using it more. I've melted more in there. I'm usually kind of lazy about changing the wax in that room because no one's in there very often usually. But I've been on vacation, so we've been home, and I wanted another testing space to get through all of my Bring Back My Bar scents, so I have used that warmer a lot more this week. So the first one I wanted to try in there was Bananaberry, because this one had me curious, because I don't like banana scents. I just don't. I don't like bananas either, so I come by it honestly. So this one reminds me of banana amoxicillin on cold. Like artificial banana medicine. Don't love it. Don't like it. But it's supposed to smell like banana custard and strawberries on warm. So on warm, I couldn't really smell this all that much. Like I went in there and tried, and I could smell like, it was nice what I did smell. What I did smell was like a nice banana pudding, and that was nice. It was much nicer than it is on cold. It was like banana pudding and very like warm vanilla-y, like it was pretty. I liked it. But it was so light I could barely smell it. That being said, my husband said he liked whatever was going on in there. And then at last night before I filmed this, I was like, were there any bars that you really liked or didn't like this week? Because I like to ask him his opinion. And he's like, whatever was in the office a couple days ago. And I'm like, was it floral or was it fruity? And he's like, it smelled like fruit, like bananas. I'm like, okay, that was this one. That was this one for sure. So Bananaberry. He really liked this one. I like it on warm, but I can barely smell it. On, yeah, it was light and short duration for me. So I'll try it again because he liked it. I'll probably get another bar or two because he liked it. He very rarely like specifically calls out that he likes a wax. Like that's not something he really does very much. The wax is kind of my thing, but he liked this one. So I'll humor him. I'll get another bar or two of that. So there's Banana Berry. I know this one is very popular. A lot of people love this one. On cold, I really don't. On warm, I get it. It's like beautiful banana pudding. It's nice. But it needs to be stronger for me. So there's Banana Berry. Next, I did Thunderstorm. 2 cubes of that in the office. This one is supposed to smell like wind or something. What it smells like is wet roses. Like wet roses with their wet leaves and their wet stems sitting on wet dirt. Like it's pretty. Like it's well done. So I don't usually love florals. And rose is a very heady scent. It's a very heady floral. But this is a well done rose. Like if you're looking for a well done rose that smells very authentic, like you're literally sticking your face in a rose, or that's like been rained on, this is it. Like this is a good rose. You wouldn't think it from a title like Thunderstorm, but it's rose. You know how when you smell fresh carnations, they have that little bit of spiciness to them? This has that as well. So I think it mentions something about spiciness in the notes, and it is nothing like cinnamon or anything like that. It's the same kind of spice you get when you stick your face in a carnation. It's very like floral spicy. So you get that here in addition to the rose, but you can smell like every part of the flower. You can smell the petals, you can smell the stem, you can smell the leaves, and they're all wet, like rain drenched. This is very like, it's a cool scent. Like you should try this because it's a cool scent. If you really hate florals, skip it, but I think it's very interesting because it's so authentic. It's one of the more authentic roses I've smelled. Yeah, so it was a good performer as well. No complaints. It was a day or day and a half. I think I took it at a day and a half because I wanted to warm other things, but it could have gone longer. Medium strength, if not a little bit stronger, medium plus. So there's Thunderstorm. Overall, gorgeous. I understand why people like this one so much. It's not a repeat purchase for me because I'm not a huge floral fan, but I am glad I got to try this because it is a cool scent. Like it is interesting. So that is Thunderstorm. Next, I tried one that I really didn't want to try, BANANARAMA. Now, this was probably my least favorite of all the Bring Back My Bar scents on cold. It smells even more like banana amoxicillin than Banana Berry does to my nose. Now, I didn't think it was possible to hate this bar more than I do, but on warm I did. On warm, this became, I don't want to say rank, but to my nose it was rank. Like it was, I don't know what happened. So I'm like at a loss for what happened with this bar. So it was about a light medium strength. And I was like sitting at my desk in there. I'm like, what is that smell? Like, is that me? Like, it smells like unwashed person that hasn't showered in days. And I'm like, there is no way that's me. Like it better not be me. It was this. Like it was, I get that note. I didn't get it on cold at first, but I can get it now that I smell it. Yeah, I can get it on cold now too. It's like weird, sour, BO, no good. I don't like it. I know some people love this one. I'm glad it came back if you love this one. And I know we can't love them all. That's fine. But for me, this is a pass, a skip, a heck no, never again. No thank you. End of story. Not even gonna warm the rest of it. I'm sorry. Then we come to casting spells. Now, I did put this in my office as well because I wanted a safe testing space for it. That wasn't my entire open layout. It is strong enough for an open layout, I think, if you want to. This has been a very controversial bar. Most people don't seem to like this one. I thought it was fine on cold. Yeah, I get like a warm, maybe baked pear and apple. It's tart, but like baked. It's fine. It's like a candied pear maybe. It reminds me a little bit of like honey pear cider, but way more tart. I don't know, it's fine. On warm, it was pretty much the same. It was fine. More of that like almost a bakery vibe came out on warm. It was kind of like a baked pear with like a little bit of spice and like brown sugar. It very much had like a brown sugar pear vibe. I liked it. It was moderately strong. I would say like medium plus in the office. And it lasted, I took it out at like 2.5 days. I took it out this morning because I needed to use that warmer for the blueberry battle. But it was a good performer. Like, I will use this in my open layout now. I'm not scared of this one anymore. It's fine. It is totally fine. If you like a tart pear scent, it's good. I know some people say it changes a lot on warm. I did get it, it did change. Like, it went more from like that bright tart candy scent to a more baked brown sugar scent. But every stage was fine for me. So I think this one's very much dependent on the nose and the person. So where some people adore banana berry, and I think it's absolutely atrocious, most people hate casting spells and think it's absolutely like hideously awful. I think it's fine. We all got different noses. So there's that one. Do I need more? Probably not. I'll probably save this to melt around Halloween time because it's kind of a fun one for October. But yeah, no problems here. I enjoyed it. Then we did in my daughter's room. So we did 3 in her room this week. The first one was Pink Haze. Very possibly my favorite of the Bring Back My Bars this round. Very possibly one of my favorite Scentsy scents ever. Because way before I was a consultant, like years and years ago, I went to a craft fair and bought a couple bars, and they were this one and Sugar. And they stood out to me as like being so amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, like I gotta have these. So even before I liked Scentsy, I went and sought these ones out. So there was that. This one is like super sweet, like tooth-achingly sweet in a cotton candy kind of way. I think there's berries in the note. I don't get berries so much. It is just pink ballet tutu sugar plum fairy fever dream. It is really, really good and I love it. And it was perfect in my daughter's room, although I would put this anywhere in my house. I love this scent. It's going in my club, probably multiple bars. Love. 2 cubes in her room. Scented it for at least 2 days. Yeah, it was 2 or maybe 3 days. 2.5, somewhere in there. Between 2 and 3 days. So not bad at all for performance. It was about a medium strength. In not this house I live in now, but years ago when I lived in a different place, I used this in my open layout with no problem. So I know it's got the strength behind it to do fine. So there is Pink Haze. Strongly recommend if you like sweet scents. Then we did Bubblegum. This one is like old school, you know those like rock hard pieces of gum that were like wrapped in the yellow and blue wrapper and they had like little comics in them? Or some people say baseball cards. The ones I had like little comics in them. I think it was Double Bubble was the name. This smells just like those. So very authentic to that. It's got that kind of like, those pieces of gum were like rolled in something to make them not sticky. So they had like the white on the outside. And this smells like those like hard pieces of gum that were like rolled in something and then wrapped up in those wrappers. It's good. Very good. Medium strength, average duration. It was shorter than Sugar and shorter than Pink Haze, but it was still a day or two. It was fine. Like a day and a half probably. Maybe closer to 2 days. It was fine. I wouldn't personally want to warm this anywhere else in my house but my daughter's room, but it was great for her room. I'm glad I have it. I'll use the rest in her room. Or I could see myself mixing this with like some of the fruitier scents. That could be fun. I liked it. This one is also kind of a love or hate scent for most people. If you don't mind the scent of bubblegum, game on. I mean, there it is. It was fine for me. I wouldn't personally warm it anywhere else but my daughter's room, but it was fine. Decent performer. I get it. So if you love bubblegum, I'm happy it's back for you. There's that one. And last in her room, I did sugar, 2 cubes, and this one's great. It's supposed to be like Aqualina pink sugar, and it is very much. It is, I think they said there's like lemon candy in here, or lemon drops. I don't get lemon drops. I get like perfumey cotton candy. It's really pretty. Very sweet, very pretty, kind of body care-ish. I would warm this anywhere in my house. I think it would be fine. In the bedroom, it was at least medium, maybe medium plus in strength. And a long laster. It was it more like 3 days? It rounded out the rest of the week. Like I just took this out this morning, so probably closer to 3 days. So it's a really good one. Love that. Also going into the club, so that's a winner. My daughter's favorite for the week was pink haze in her room. She thought it smelled like strawberries. She thinks any wax that's pink or red smells like strawberries. But I get it. I get it. She likes that one. So the pink haze was her favorite of the 3 that we did in her room. And that was a long, long, long melting basket for this week. So thanks for bearing with me through that. That is warm reviews of a bunch of the Bring Back My Bar scents. I still have a handful to get through, so I'll get through those this week and bring you warm reviews of those next week. I also have the Bring Back My Bars that are club exclusive on their way. So there's 10 scents that you can only get through Scentsy Club this round. So the 25 that you can get now are on the website now. There's also 10 that you can only get through club. So I did start a monthly Scentsy Club to get those. And the nice thing about the monthly Scentsy Club is I don't want a monthly Scentsy Club. So I'm going to get those bars, cancel that club, and then whatever ones I want to keep getting, I'll just throw into my quarterly club, and then I'm done. So there is that. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. And let me know what you're melting, what you're thinking of the Bring Back My Bars so far. Are there any that you're really curious about, or that you've tried and liked, or any like misses? For me, Bananarama's been my biggest miss so far, but I know a lot of people love it, so you know, there's that one. A lot of people love that banana medicine too, though. Like, I remember that banana medicine. I hated it because I hate bananas, but a lot of kids love that medicine, so I understand why a lot of people like it. So there's that one, and I will talk to you in the next video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.